much about like what TikTok was like in 2019. There was a period of time where they were transitioning out of Musical.ly and trying to be more mainstream, but they weren't quite there yet, so they appealed to the niche market of like nerds and tried to do fandom stuff. It was a very collaborative creating experience where you would post a video expecting that somebody was going to take it and add something to it. I don't know if you guys know anything about the gamer furry war, but that was a thing on TikTok. It was a alleged war between gamers and furries, and the gamers would dress up in all of their like Call of Duty gear, and the furries would dress up in their fursuits. But it was collaborative experience, so like somebody who was in a fursuit would have to like post a video of them in a compromising situation to allow the people in the gaming sphere to use that video to be like, oh, I caught one, boys. You know what I mean? There was a video of a gamer who was like he was like bleeding out, and he was basically talking to nobody. And he did this whole bit. He was like, hey, it's the end of the line for me. I know we're on opposite sides of the war here, but will you sit with me and let's smoke one more cigarette? Because, you know, they're gamers. It's like the silence is in between when you watch his video. It's just like, it's the end of the line for me. I know we're on opposite sides of the... Like, you know, like, it's very long like that. But then you would get these duets of furries coming in, and they would sit next to him in his, like, final moments or whatever. And they would finish the gaps in the conversation. So he'd be like, it's the end of the line for me. And the furry would be like, yeah, man, I'm so sorry, pal. And he's like, can I bum a cigarette off you? Sure, man, of course. And, like, there was an art to it where people would, like, pass cigarette off screen and drop it so that way you could take a cigarette from, like, it was such a different experience back then. And it was so much fun. I was 19 during that. It felt very, like, artistic and very cool. Anyway, there was a reason why I was talking about this. I don't remember what it was anymore. I had a tie-in. What were we talking about before this? Oh, yeah. So you would end up, like, that became a hashtag. On TikTok back then, you would get these little fringe groups of, they called them tags. You would be like, hey, I'm setting up a tag for this. And this guy set up a mafia tag. He's like, I'm a mafia leader. And if you want, you can be part of my family. If you want, you can be part of, like, an opposing family. And we're basically going to gamer furry war this. So he would make all of these videos, like open-ended videos for people to duet, to share with him this like collaborative experience of making these videos. It was such a fun time. But yeah, I met him at KatsuCon. That was the tie-in, which was a big deal at the time because he had like 2 million freaking followers on TikTok from setting up a tag and having everybody else be part of this mafia universe that he created. I was part of a couple of tags. I was part of, UA staff had a tag where people would be like staff members for UA. Like they would just make up like oh, we need a janitor for UA. I'm UA's janitor. I had a character. It was such a different experience. Now you go on and it's a lot of like, oh, trendy song. Here's a 60-minute short that I made where I'm discussing a movie in depth, but only within 60 seconds. Or here's a skit that I made, and it's a good skit, but it doesn't feel the same. You know what I mean? I don't know. Could just be me.